Nagato. Got no father like I'm Naruto. Keep the blade on me, Ichigo. Who really wanna go toe for toe? GTR from Tokyo. Diamonds whipping up on the stove. Lucky man like a 4-leaf clove. Diamonds wanna go.
Hey guys, this is Nagato's Revenge here. Hope you guys are having a great day for today. In today's video / guide, I will be showcasing on how to install CCAPI, aka as known as Console Control API, for your custom firmware PlayStation 3, and this method only works on CFW. I doubt this method does work on Han and Hen systems, so I wouldn't be messing with that. This is only for people who have custom firmware PS3s. But with that being stated out the way as well, if you guys could please be sure to follow my social media so you will never forget the latest hacking guides and tutorials for my channel. And as well, if you do want to join my community, I just recently made an official Discord that y'all guys could join via in the link in the description below, or you could just type in the URL link via right now into your web browser if you want to join that way. If you need any help on setting up your PlayStation 3, or you have any other questions in terms of modding for the PS4, PSP and Vita and such systems like that, I can help you via my Discord. Or if you just want to join and meet new people, you could join my Discord for that way too. With that being out the way as well, if you do want to support my channel in any shape or form, you can feel free to donate via my PayPal. I have a link in the description below for that. And as well, you could just type in this paypal.me link as showcased on the screen via right here. Any of the donation or money I may receive from donations will go straight back into my channel, and it will help me buy other consoles to mod. It will help me purchase video cards and stuff like that I could create quality content for you guys to see. With that being stated out the way as well, we could go ahead and start on the prerequisites and things you need for this video. And any of the items I list, there will be downloads in the description below, of course, just like any of my other videos. So you'll need a modded PlayStation 3 that is on custom firmware. You'll also need a USB stick that is formatted to FAT32. You'll also need the latest version of CCAPI, and last but not least, you need CCAPI PKG file. Just some things or a recap or some things I want to teach you before we even get to install it. What is CCAPI? So I'm going to show you now. So CCAPI stands for Console Control API, and CCAPI is a software that establishes a connection between your PlayStation 3 and also your computer. This allows you to control your PS3 from your computer like ProDG. If people don't know what ProDG is, it's basically a a software which developers used to use for test kits and dev kits PlayStation 3. So systems like a DEX 1000A, which is a developer's PlayStation 3, they will use ProDG, and that's how they use to test games and stuff like that. So it's kind of the same thing, just for CFW systems. Just some features of CCAPI as showcased on the screen. Some of the features, starting with this one, stating that real-time memory editing on CEX and DEX is a thing you could do on it. You could also have debug non-FSEL files and FSEL files in real time, aka RTM. You could have a wireless connection to your PlayStation 3 and PC. There's also module loading. You can modify your console ID, which most people use CCAPI for, so you can use it for changing your IDPS and PSID. You can edit your console LEDs, which is showcased on your PS3. So if you want to make your reset light blink up and down and stuff like that, you can do that with your with this program via right here. And as well, you can ring your console buzzer. If you don't know what that is, anytime you plug in your PlayStation 3, you turn it on and you hear the little beep that sounds like a microwave, that's basically the console buzzer. And last but not least, one of the features that I thought was cool from CCAPI is that you could change your PlayStation 3's temperature. With that being stated all out the way, we could go ahead and get started with the special thanks. So special shout out goes out to Enstone for developing CCAPI, and I just want to give a big thank you and shout out for all my supporters and viewers who watch my content on a daily basis. With all that being stated out the way, we could go ahead and get started on the PC portion of this tutorial. So meet you guys there. Alrighty guys, so we're back onto the PC, and as showcased here I have my CCAPI files. You can find this in the link in the description below. Here's the same file right here. I just unzipped this with WinRAR. I'll have a link in the description for WinRAR as well. But once you extract this out by just going into WinRAR and clicking on extract here, you'll get this folder called CCAPI Package 2.80. And this is for 4.84. So it's very simple on how to set this up. There's only two folders in this file right here. So one is for the PS3 and then one is for the actual PC. So as showcased here, the first one we're going to install is the one for the PC. So all you would have to do is just go ahead and double click on CCAPI. If I already have this version or you already have an older version, just go ahead and hit yes for the setup. I already have this previously installed, so this is what I'm doing here. So I basically have to uninstall it and then reinstall it. But if it's your first time, you'll probably get this window. So as showcased here, it's saying welcome to console control API setup wizard. All you have to do is just go ahead and hit next. You could go ahead and just hit next through here as well, and just go ahead and hit yes again, and then just next right now. And if I want to create a desktop shortcut, you can. I'm just going to be doing this for this video, but I'm planning on deleting it later. And then you can go ahead and install. It doesn't take too long, but as showcased here are some of the things I stated earlier in the intro that you could do, and it shows you the compatibility for certain firmwares. So as showcased here, you could just read through that. But after you are done completing setting up this program, you could go ahead and just hit finish. And then this is how the actual program actually looks. So as showcased here is my old PlayStation 3's IP, so it remembers it, but I'll showcase that on how to set that up as well. But right now my PS3 is not even hooked up, so I can't turn it on from here and stuff like that. But here are some of the things that you could look via in this console manager. So you could change your PS3's LED lights, you could memory edit stuff like that, and you could put in your console ID and IDPS. So there are some cool things you could do with CCAPI. But since we already got this installed onto our PC, I'm just going to go ahead and minimize this, and now we gotta actually install the package to our PlayStation 3. So first thing what we need to do is go ahead and take this PKG file, and we need to go ahead and plug in our USB to our PC and transfer it over. So I'm going to just drag this Enstone file over, and then I'm going to go ahead and find my USB drive. So as shown here, this is my USB drive I'll be using for today, but I'm also going to be showcasing on how to format this to FAT32 if your USB drive is not on it. So right now, if you go and right click into properties via right here, your system should state that it's on FAT32. If your thing is on FAT32, you could just go ahead and drag and drop that PKG file from the PS3 folder to here under the root of your USB. But let's say if your thing says it was on exFAT or NTFS, what we need to do is go ahead and automatically format that. So we're going to go ahead and hit cancel right here. And then please be sure that to back up your files anytime you do a format, because anytime you reformat your file system on Windows, it'll basically just wipe your drive clean. So if you have any important documents or data or items on your USB drive, make sure you back it up to another PC or something like that. But since I don't really care about the contents on my USB, what we're going to be doing is just right clicking over our stuff right here, or USB drive, and then going into format right here, and then where it says file system, either if your thing is on NTFS or exFAT, make sure you hit FAT32. Also as well, make sure your capacity is at the highest capacity. For your allocation unit size, just go into default allocation size. A volume label, it doesn't matter, you could just label it anything. And then right here it says quick format, make sure that this check mark is toggled on, and then you could go ahead and hit start, and then go ahead and hit OK. This warning, it was just reinstating of what I was just saying, that formatting with this will basically erase all your data. But once you did all the steps, you could just go ahead and hit OK. What is happening now is basically the USB drive is reformatting to FAT32, and then it will get a little window notification pop that states that as showcased here, that the format has been complete. So all you would have to do is hit OK, and then just to verify that your thing is on FAT32, as you see here, all my data is gone, but just to see that you're on FAT32, all you have to do is right click on your mouse, go into properties, and your file system should state that you're on FAT32. So once you're on FAT32 as well, what we need to do is just take our Enstone REB5 PKG file and just drag and drop in here. It wouldn't take long at all. It's literally 330 kilobytes. What we need to do now is go to our PlayStation 3, and then we could go ahead and set up CCAPI from there. So I'm going to showcase on how to do that right now. Alright guys, so we're back onto the PlayStation 3. The first thing what we need to do first is just recognize that our network settings is enabled. So if you go into internet connection, make sure that your Wi-Fi is connected to your PlayStation 3. Then once you have that, what you need to do is go ahead and plug in your USB into your PlayStation 3. And now what we need to do is go into package manager. So go ahead and click X once. And now what we need to do is go to the second option here where it says install package files. Go ahead and hit X, and then we need to choose the third option, standard. And now we should see our file that we just put on our PS3, the USB. So it shouldn't take too long to install. As shown here, it's only 330 kilobytes. And now right now what we need to do is just go ahead and run the program. Alrighty, so as showcased here, once you're in CCAPI in the PlayStation 3, it'll just showcase some of the things of your PlayStation 3. So it detected my firmware that I'm currently on 4.84 KEX, and here are some of the main features as stated before. All you need to do is just go ahead and click OK. And then it's just going to ask you, do you want to go ahead and install this to your PS3? Just go ahead and hit yes again. And then what's going to do is reboot your PlayStation 3 so CCAPI can have a general connection to your PlayStation 3. So that's what I'm going to do here right now and reboot my system. Alrighty guys, so once you boot back into your PlayStation 3 as showcased here, you should see a little notification stating that CCAPI has successfully installed, and that's how you know if you get that notification. What we need to do is go into any of our users in PlayStation 3. And now what we need to do is go ahead and hit L1 on our controller and also R3 at the same time, and basically you will get this CCAPI menu. So some of the things in the CCAPI menu, I won't go over everything, but I'll just showcase on what to do. So you just scroll up and down using your D-pad and to, change whatever selection you want via the menu, and then you just click X on to which option you want to see. So if I just want to show my firmware, which one I'm on, and if you look in the right lower hand corner, it says I'm on 4.84 KEX. If I want to show my PS3's temperature, I could do that. And then if I could show my console type, it will tell me if I'm on KEX or DEX. As of right now, I'm just on KEX. But to close out this menu, all you would have to do is hit circle to get back out. And then that's what you could do from the PlayStation 3. Now, if we want to connect CCAPI from our PS3 to PC, what we need to do is just go ahead and enable our network settings. So we could just go scroll all the way down to our network settings, and then just go ahead into the settings and connection status list, and just go ahead and scroll to your IP. So as showcased here, here's my IP. I probably will have it blocked out in the video, but where it says IP address, you could just go ahead and write down yours. And then what we're going to do now is go ahead back from our PS3 to the PC, and we're going to set up that on the CCAPI program from the PC. We're going to go ahead and input our IP address so our PS3 and PC could have a connection with each other. So I'll meet you guys back onto the PC. Alrighty guys, so since we're back onto the PC, what we need to do is go into console manager. So assuming that you still have it open, we need to go ahead and connect our PlayStation 3 to our PC, and it's fairly simple on how to do this. All we need to do is go into file and just add new console via right here. As showcased here, I remember my old console via right now, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and basically make a new one. So what you could do is make a PS3 name. So I'm just going to go call this PS3 test right now, just for tutorial purposes. And then from your PlayStation 3's IP, I already show you guys on how to do that. So by going into settings, network settings, and then going into the first option, settings and connection status list, what we could do is type in our PS3's IP. So here's mine right here, and I probably will have this blocked out on the screen so you won't showcase that due to privacy reasons. But once you have your PS3's IP showcased, all you would have to do is hit OK, and then you should see your console into this little dialog box right here. And then all you would have to do is right click and go ahead and connect. You should get a success little notification that it was successful connecting to your PS3. And now if you go into details and refresh, you should see your PlayStation 3's console information via right here. You also see CCAPI status. If you go into system right here, and if you wanted to, you know, make your PlayStation 3 3 times, I don't know if you guys heard that over the mic, but I just made my PS3 beep. But yeah, so I'll just do it again. Those are some cool things you could do. If you were, you know, modding a game like Call of Duty, you could, you know, RTM via with this as well, and they have like a peek and poke thing you could do via right here in the settings. But yeah, essentially that is how you could set up console manager from your PlayStation 3 to your PC. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know in the comment section down below, and make sure to leave a like on this video if you did learn something. With that being said, my name's Nagato, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.